we're up to now, we're up to 33 minutes. Alright, not bad. See now. Okay, that goes here, this goes here. Carefully organize this. This here. No, this here. Alright, good. Now, you see this little bit of beautiful looking borderline nonsense? Like I said, a guy like Pitbull Steve, a guy like Pitbull Motors, Freeport, Long Island, will be able to do that a lot better than I could. See, not working with a lathe. So, this here, you look very closely, it's wobbling. And you can only have so much, you really don't have any wobbling. You bring it to high speed, and you can do it right. Unless you're able to create it yourself. Now, this on the other hand, of all places, I got from Amazon.com, from a company retailing on there called MK SDiamond in Torrance, California, of all places. The initial intended use of this is to bore holes in concrete, and they kept on telling me that it has to be something fixed in a drill press. Well, hey, look, you make your own determination of what is and is not safe. Okay, this in here, this is perfectly concentric. It goes onto the grips of the automatic chuck, like this. This goes here, and this is locked in a locked position. Now 5/8 with 11 twists per inch. This is where this fiberglass backing plate is at. This can go on here, which is not how that's actually going to get done anyway. When you're working on a wheel on, say, an automobile, and then you get your nest, or you could do it by hand, doesn't have to be too tight. See? Now I know I've got that, and I could go on an angle around something in order to polish it. Okay, now let's take this out. Lock it back on, alright. Alright, Ben, lock it up. Take this out. And then ultimately, alright, let's bring that out. And put it in here. Take this, and this goes on to the standard same 5/8 by 11 spindle onto here. Onto this DeWalt model DWP849 polisher. Okay, press this chuck brake on here, pull to right with it, this is plugged in. It's only 3,500 RPM. Now I believe I've got it, but I don't really have it that great. You have what is known as both a potentiometer and a rheostat in electronics. Basically control the devices like a dimmer switch. Kind of like a dimmer switch on a light bulb or on a fan. And this is your rheostat and the trigger. This is your potentiometer in the back of here, like control knobs. So you could control exactly how fast that's spinning, so you don't burn anything and you don't have an accident and hurt yourself. When these things are going at high speed, they could accidentally catch on something and have an accident. Get that? Okay, that's more accurate. That's good. That'll work like that. The whole thing of do as I say, not as I do. You see what I'm doing with this? With that plugged into there? I shouldn't be doing that. Don't do that. Just because I'm doing it doesn't make it okay. I'm just taking shortcuts. I don't make any claim of responsibility on that. Just in a hurry to try and get this YouTube video in properly. As lame and as amateur as it may be, I believe that it's good knowledge. I'm going to try and manipulate that into this vise. We'll take that and get these gloves on, like I said. And try and grip and clamp this into here. These are pieces of pads that you kneel your feet on. This could be cut off, and this could be manipulated. In order to safely get something in here and not mess it up. You bend it on it, like that, where you put your knees on it, you cut it the right way, and to use it for that. I might be able to use that as Orlex or soundproofing like in a sound studio. But that's a topic for a later time if and when I make any kind of good quality videos. Any kind of useful, meaningful content like I'm trying to do right now. Now I want to get this into here like this. See if we could, maybe I might make 2 parts on this video, I don't know. See how much time it actually takes to do it. If I could pull it off. Actually, come to think of it, if I could hold it by hand. Or maybe be able to grip onto the side of it with vice grips. Like I did with that shovel. The end of the video, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll show you that shovel, that spade, that turf and spade shovel, and what I was able to do with that, and how I got that to look in comparison to something that was rusted. Now, this is a random orbital sander, DeWalt model DWE6423. These cost an average of maybe, I don't know, $90 to $130 or something like that. I want to carefully place this in on here. Yes, and again, this is one of those deals, you got a rheostat or potentiometer on that, and on and off. See? So you can control how fast you want it to spin. Because when you're doing this, as you go higher up on that grit and you got more inside of it, you want to make sure that you don't go quite as fast so you don't waste it or have an accident, okay? This is what I was talking about before with that. Blocks of this stuff don't always necessarily correspond. Do not always necessarily correspond with the levels of them. These are a different brand, different manufacturer. They don't always necessarily have the same color codes. Let's try and work on this now. If I get maybe like a pair of earphones, because sometimes this stuff is really loud. Again, anything that you don't catch, you don't see, this is YouTube. All you got to do is go to the left side of your screen, click on the mouse, play it back again. Anything you don't understand, please feel free to ask in the comments. Absolutely. To repeat a cliched expression, the only dumb question is when you don't ask. Alright. Let's increase the RPM on this. All the way up to 6. Do the best we possibly can on it. Yes, you should also probably be wearing a mask in order to do this. Let's see how we're doing on time here. I might have to stop this and continue it. I don't know. Yeah, we're up to 48 minutes. Alright, this is at 48 minutes, this is part one. I don't really know exactly how this works to achieve a good algorithm or what a video may or may not go a certain length. I know other stuff, when they make music or some kind of like a quip or an equivalent GIF from a television show or a line. Sometimes people repeat it over and over again, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to shut that camera off, and then I'm going to start it over again for part 2. Stay tuned, and please click on the next video for further, because I will go through the whole process, so that nobody trying to learn and understand what I'm showing them will be left behind. I guarantee you that.